Hello, Tatum here and welcome to day 8 of my summer heat challenge. We're back with another full body workout and good core moves. We'll open up with a nice warm up, core activation and balance work. Then we'll spend time on our larger muscles during our main set. You'll find these exercises familiar yet slightly altered for a good challenge. Last but not least, I'm excited to work on the arms with you. Now click play, follow me, let's turn up the heat. All right, welcome to day 8. I'm super excited to do another total body strength training session with you. This is a little over 40 minutes, about 43, I think. So we're gonna get started quickly. Today, I have quite a bit of variety here in equipment. I have a gliding disc, or this is just a furniture disc mover. You can use paper plates as well. Band if you have it also. We're gonna do another lateral squat walk that we've done before, but we're gonna use the band. And then you're gonna need a very light weight, maybe 5s, 3s, not too much more. And then I have 15 and 20s, and I don't even know if I'm gonna use the 20s, but they're here just in case I'm feeling like a superhero today. So go ahead and get your weights out. It's time to get started. We're gonna warm up. It's total body. We're gonna work things a little differently because we have 3 of these within the week of the summer heat, all right? So let's go ahead and start with knee hugs, just getting those legs warm and loose. Just squeeze and hug. I've been starting most of our workouts with this one. I'd forgotten about it for a while, but boy, does it feel good. And you can lay down on your back and do this one as well. But it's good to stand and get the core ready, which we're gonna do here soon and we're gonna talk about, because my workout today is total body, but it revolves a lot around balancing, core strength, planking, some different things. So I wanna make sure we're there and we know what we're doing and we're activated in that area. Got a couple more squeezes or a couple more hugs here. All right, we're going to a dead bug. So I do want you to lay down on your back for this one. First thing I'm gonna have you do is just kind of tuck your pelvis so that that lower back is firm against the floor. Now I want you to bring your knees up here, 90 degrees. And what I'm gonna have you do is draw your belly button towards your spine, okay? Pull it down towards the spine. Raise those arms up over your chest. And all I want you to do here is practice breathing, keeping that belly drawn in, okay? Without letting it rise and fall and push out. So pull it in, but find your breath. And if you're like, Tatum, that is so hard, it should be. That's why we're practicing right here. So when you're in a plank, you need to do this. When you're standing and pushing weight overhead, you have to find this. So we're doing it here on our back. Nice and strong now. We're drawing in, we have that. I like a drawing in and a brace. So I want you to feel your brace. So keeping that stomach drawn towards the floor, we're gonna put our hands on our knees and we're gonna push your knees and hands together. And we're still pulling that stomach towards the floor. But now you feel total firmness and control as you brace from this pressure that you have with your knees and hands, right? And this, if you can get both of these working together and throughout your workout, you're gonna be in good shape. So go ahead and practice breathing now while you're bracing and drawing in. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. Keep practicing here. Just a few more seconds. Good. One more. We're gonna come up now to a bulldog. All right, that means our knees are gonna hover. We're gonna be in a plank. You can keep your knees down, actually. You don't have to actually hover up. But what I want you to do at this point is draw that stomach again to your spine. And what I see happen typically when I tell people to do this is they start to round and shift, okay? I want you to keep your neutral spine. Whatever your natural arch is in your back, keep it there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lift my knees up. I'm gonna draw that stomach in and up towards my spine. And we're just gonna hold, keeping that neutral spine. Keep those shoulders down and back, away from your ears. You have a natural arch in that lower spine, and we're pulling that stomach in and up, but there's no shift in the back at all. All right? No rounding, no tucking. Just hold, find that. Practice it, look in the mirror, see if you can get there. So I don't wanna cue you to draw in and up and see you go whoop. All right, you shouldn't have to move your back in order to do this. All right, so now we've got this. This is great too. We're standing and we're doing our presses and we're doing other things where we have to have a nice, tight, firm core. All right, good job. That's warmed up. How are we doing on time? Not great. We're gonna go into scorpion. I could be here for 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and just rock. We're rocking into the shoulder and chest here. Just open up, just tap that foot behind, roll in here, and we're gonna have to get up and get going. My goodness, but don't worry. My first 2 circuits here today will also help get us warmed up and activated. We're gonna start with that glute band. Let's go ahead and put it on just above your knee. Now, if you have a really thin band, you might need to go with the ankles or below the knee to feel this, all right? And we're gonna do that lateral, we're gonna do a lateral walk here, getting in that little squat here, about quarter squat, maybe a little bit more. We could go even deeper today. I know we did a quarter in our cardio this week, or on day 7. So let's go a little bit deeper, and I want you to press, keep that tension on the band. Don't step too wide though. Watch me, if I step wide, look what my knee does because it can't push against the band. So make sure you're about hip width apart on these, all right? All right, we're gonna squat and press out now, just a little bit. So you're gonna come down and just push out against that band as you squat, keeping those knees over the ankles here, okay, or over the center of your foot. Good. So squat down and push out just a bit. Just a little abduction. It's not gonna go very far, but I am going to give it a little press today. Usually I just try to keep that tension pretty constant. We're gonna push out just a hair, okay? There you go. Feel the glutes, feel the hips here. Mostly your minimus and medius just working here as you push out against the band. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Let's take that off really quickly. We're going to go into a reverse lunge with a press. We're gonna warm up the shoulders. We're gonna do a little knee hike here too for balance. Please start with light weight. Make sure you can get this. We're gonna come back into a reverse lunge, up and press. If your balance isn't there today, feel free to do a reverse lunge to press here, okay? But I'm gonna practice balance here in the beginning, drawing that stomach in, bracing just like we did here in the beginning. That's it. We're gonna stay with one side and we'll switch at the halfway, which is gonna be about 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. And remember, yes, this is part of our workout. We're also just kind of activating here, warming up still, so you can start light with this, especially if your balance is not there. You may want to go a little bit lighter until we get it. Draw in, squeeze the glutes. That's it. Push that foot into the floor, the entire foot. Whoop. And rest. Great job. All right, we have a dolphin plank. All right, so you can just plank here. All right, you don't have to do the dolphin. We're gonna come down to our forearms here, and we're just gonna pike up, hips towards the ceiling and back down. Here we go. Lift those hips, push back, come back to a forearm plank. Hips level, hips piked, hips come level to the floor. Now, this might be too much today. If so, just stay here, practice your plank. Maybe you go to your knees with those hips in line with your head. You do you, modify, find your challenge. Good. Again, remember, bracing, drawing in, all of that happening here. Good job. We're gonna go into our side plank now. 30 seconds each side. A side plank is quite advanced and hard to do, so feel free to line those knees up with your hips and raise up with bent knees for now, okay? If you have this, you can go to a heel to toe or stacked feet, and here we go. We're working. Let's go ahead. Just make sure to keep those hips forward. They should be between your feet and your head. Sometimes we tend to roll forward here and drop those hips back, or we try to use this arm to help us. If you feel that you need to use this top arm, I want you to come down to that kneeling position and start there, okay? Really push up. Even if you think you can't get those hips any higher, think about pushing them up. Nice work. Other side. Elbow under shoulder. Line up the body. Remember, you can start here. Let's work. Right here, toe to heel kind of helps with balance. Or we can stack it. Here we go. Lift those hips. Draw that shoulder back so it's over your other shoulder. We're not rounded forward. Then push those hips forward so they're nice and in line too. And we're just breathing and holding. Every once in a while, I want you to lift the hips a little bit. Just see how high you can press them. Not letting the hips push back, which is what the body wants to do. And that's a rest. That's a wrap. We're gonna go back through this. I need you to find your band again. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. You can still squat. You can still laterally walk here with me, okay? Here we go. Staying down low. How low can you go? To the side. Remember, keep your steps small. I really don't want to see. The point is not to let these knees do this, okay? So make sure that the band is about hip width, something small, where you can keep that pressure and keep those knees out. Look in the mirror. Just had this conversation with a client today. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, now we're gonna squat and press out just a bit. If you don't have a band, just squat with me, okay? Good warm up. It's fine. We'll get there. We're gonna do other things today, so it's all right to add the squat in. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat and press out. Now we can go a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width. Keeping that, don't let the knees come in when you stand. Still keep them out, but as you come down, you can press out a little bit, just a little bit more. That's it. Oh, feel the engagement of the bottom here. Oh, it feels good because my hamstrings are always, you hear me say that a lot. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So this feels really good to me. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, take that off. We are done with that for today. Great job. Reverse lunge with that press, okay? Reverse lunge to press. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're gonna step that right foot back into a reverse lunge. Come up. If you want, knee height for balance and press. You can keep this other weight down by your leg too if you want. You can do it either way, but it's a little more comfortable to let it just relax down. There you go. And remember, if the balance is off, just work on that lunge, step it in, give it a press. Don't worry about the balance. I don't want you so off balance that you're not getting the reverse lunge or the press in. Here we go. Reverse it, other side, switch it. Great job. Now my knee is going all the way down. I'm trying to get a really deep reverse lunge. If we're just getting started, those knees may not be there yet. They sometimes take a little bit longer to catch up than your muscles do. So you take it where you can, even if it's halfway, wherever that is, just keep working range. Don't add weight until you get that range. Let's rest here. Dolphin plank is next. Or some sort of plank, just a regular plank from your knees or your toes. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Find your plank. Draw that stomach in and up. Push back tight. Come back down. Good. We're swimming. We're dolphins. Drawing that stomach in. All right. Good job. Move at a smooth pace. Steady. Think about what you're doing. Good. When you bring those hips down, make sure you're level with the floor, that they're not dropping. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Side plank coming up. Elbow under shoulder, so it's not out here. You're gonna put a lot of strain on that shoulder. Bring it under the shoulder. If you're going with the knees down, make sure they're not out here, but they're in line with your hips, okay? Press here, heel to toe, or stacked, and we're working. We're up. Stay in line. Push those hips forward. Keep the shoulders stacked. You can bring your arm up if that helps, because then you know if you're rolling forward, if you see your hand out in front of you. Now lift, really lift, push forward with those hips. Every time we push up, push forward a little bit, because those hips are gonna wanna sneak back just a bit. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Other side. Whew. It is a beautiful day in Indiana today. 3, 2, and 1. I don't know if you can tell with my energy from day 7. My energy feels like maybe it's the same. I know I feel a lot better. All right, check your alignment. Shoulder over elbow, hips are forward, not all the way. You don't want to be hyperextended, but just forward, in line between the head and the toes. Our shoulders are stacked. We're lifting. Don't forget to lift. Really push those hips high, but then make sure they're forward and not pushing back into a hinge. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, feels good. We have a minute's rest here. We'll get set up for our next circuit, which I have 4 exercises. Each about 45 seconds, okay? Each about 45 seconds, I believe. All right, we are gonna need our furniture gliding disc here on this one. And what we're gonna do with 2 dumbbells, or maybe not, maybe body weight, just one. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift. So we're gonna slide back here into that deadlift, so our shoulders are a little bit over that knee, and come up. So you can bend this knee as you push those hips back and leg back. Just make sure that you're not up and down this way, okay? That you're slightly tilted at the hips. 18 seconds to go. We're gonna squat and pause. So kind of working the same muscle and the way we did earlier, but a little bit harder. And then we have a bent over L raise. So I'm gonna grab my 5s for that. This is your 3 5s, or maybe just using your arms. You don't have to use weight on a lot of these today. All right, grab your weights for this little deadlift here, sliding back. We'll go through the other exercises as we go. Here we go, I got my right foot on. I'm gonna slide it back, and as I do, I'm gonna hinge, and I'm gonna come down, start to bend, and then back up, all right? Here we go again. We're gonna go 30 seconds on each leg, or no, I'm sorry, 45 seconds, I believe is what I did here. We'll see. That's it, you gotta make sure that you keep a neutral spine, okay? So when we come back here, we don't wanna tuck and round. We don't wanna reach. We're not trying to reach to the ground. We're bending. Our shoulders stay back, down, and away from the ears. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We're gonna switch sides, so put that gliding disc on that left foot, okay? Here we go. Other side. Bend, come up. Nice work. Maybe this gliding disc feels like a little bit too much thought here today, a little too unstable for learning this. So what you can do is kickstand it. Just put this foot back a little bit. Work on a hinge here. So same thing, only you're not sliding back. You're gonna bend at the knee, push the hips back, keep that neutral spine. There should be a natural arch there in your lower back as you work this hinge, okay? Then you don't have to think about the slide. The sliding makes it a little more unstable, makes it a bit tougher. So if you're still trying to get form, just leave it, leave it. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, we're gonna squat with a pause. However you wanna hold your dumbbells, we can hold them at the side and come down, and we're gonna count 1, 2, just stand, and then back down. I think I'm gonna hold my weights out in front for a little bit more core work right here, and a little heavier weight. Here we go. Bring it down, feet are a little bit wider than shoulders, toes are a little bit flared out. Hold it for 1, 2, then come up, all right? So 1 and 1,000, 2, 1,000, give it a good pause, and then stand. Now, if this is too much on your core, having that weight in front, you're feeling it, just you're not there, bring it down to the side. You might have to bring those feet in a little bit closer and hold there. Other options, 1 dumbbell. This might feel even more comfortable. Hold, just stand, okay? This is fine too for that pause if you need it, all right? So find what works, because this is a lot of core. It might be too much. You might be feeling that lower back come in, okay? There's your rest, nice work. Bent over L raise, tricky one, but a necessary one. This is, again, you can use no weight here, and you're gonna draw up here, elbows high, 90 degrees, and then you're just gonna bring those forearms back into an L, okay? And then back down, reset. Here we go. Now, we're bent over here. You can use a ball or a bench, an incline bench to do this, especially if you're feeling that lower back come into play. Okay, so be careful. And rotate back. Good, reset. That's all we're doing, 90 degrees. It's a tough one. People get upset when we do this. Like, why can't I do this? It's not easy, okay? It's not meant to be easy. Working on that upper back strength. Woo, we have our delts in there too. It's a tough one, so start light. I want you to use those muscles. I don't want you pulling your body into it. All right, knee tuck, push up. All right, we did these at the gym last week. I thought I'd throw them into this workout. You can do this from your knees if you need to, or an incline. If you have a chair, that would be great to use. But you're gonna do your push-up, come up into a plank, knee tuck, all right, down to a push-up. You may not, if you're doing your knees, you may want to work on your push-up, but this is what it looks like from your hands, and we're working, everyone. Follow me with that knee tuck. I'm gonna leave my foot up and push with one foot off. You don't have to. You can tuck and then put your foot down and push up from there, okay? So maybe you tuck down to your toes and then to your knees for the push-up, up to your toes, tuck, out, all right, then to your knees for your push-up. Find something that works for you. Just practice your push-up if this is like too much stuff to think about. I get it. That's all right. Tuck, foot out, push-up. Some of us will be here, some of us won't. You can tuck and put that toe down. Here's our rest. Great job. Woo! All right, that's our 4. We're going back to the top. It's gonna be that deadlift. I'm gonna try a little bit more weight with or without the gliding disc. Let's get the same weighted dumbbells. Make sure you have the same weights in both hands. Oh. All right, exercise 1, here we go. We're gonna slide back, hinge, keeping that neutral spine and bend. There is a lot going on here. Please, if this is too much, keep that foot still. Just work your hinge. So you're just working on pushing that bottom back, keeping a neutral spine, pushing the hips forward. Forget the sliding, it's tough. And maybe this weight was too much with the slide. Good. Bend and up. You got it. Stay with this side, 10 seconds, less than 10. And we'll switch. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. 3, 2, and 1. Don't forget, we're bending in that leg. The most important thing here is that we first push those hips back, and when we bend, we have a hinge here. And those hips, so those shoulders are kind of out in front. That way we have room to push our hips forward and bring that in and stand up. It lifts our upper body without calling on that back. I had a discussion with a client this morning, okay? Sometimes we come into this position down here, we get there, and then we start to tuck our tailbone, even just a slight tuck. I don't even know if you could see it on camera. And that calls on that lower back to work. It's not a good pressure that you want there. 3, 2, and 1. So I have to really work on pushing the hips back, having that natural arch there. All right, we're gonna squat and pause. I'm gonna hold both weights for some added weight because I don't have another dumbbell out here, but feel free to keep it low here and pause for 2 to stand. 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights, here we go. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder, toes slightly flared. Hold, 1, 2, come to stand. Good, down, 1, 2. And now I'm pausing at the top. We're gonna try to take that pause out, back down. 1, 2, makes it harder. Up to the top, back down. 1, 2. If you need that rest at the top, take it. If you don't, you need the challenge, go ahead, come down quickly. Good. Down, 1, 2. I think my count has gotten quicker. 1, 2, and up. You're doing awesome. Come on. Woo. Give me 2 more. Last one. All right, great job. Grab your waist for that L raise. You're doing awesome. All right, so we're gonna bend over again. If you feel this in your back, lower back, excuse me, find your stability ball and you can lay on it and do the same thing. Hey, if you have any questions about that, send me a comment, message me there, and I'll help you out with that. So, wide, externally rotate back. Woo! Right? Tough. Release back. 90-degree bend. Rotate. Bringing kind of those weights towards your ears, all right? And I don't want you to come in here. I want you to make sure they come out away, that you have that L in your arm, all right? Keep working. 8 seconds here. Keep that head in line with the spine. 3, 2, and 1. So I don't want you here and doing it rounded, all right? We gotta draw the shoulders down, keep that upper back flat, lower back as well in a neutral position. All right, knee tuck push-up, some sort of push-up. You could do an incline from the wall, and you could even tuck here, or do one leg at an incline if you want. Okay, so mix it up. Here we go. Knee tuck, out to push-up. And I'm alternating my legs. Maybe if you have to do that kneeling push-up, you do a 1, 2 tap. Find your knees, push up, 1, 2 tap like a mountain climber. Find something that works, get creative. Don't be scared to try something, all right? That's what makes it fun. And that's the point that I want to get you to, where you're kind of playing and having fun, and maybe on one of your days, you do some stuff on your own, and you're starting to feel really comfortable with that. That's a great place to be. The commitment level rises, you feel good, you feel confident. Here's our last one, and rest. Great job. Woo, toughie. All right, trying to mix it up. I mean, we have, let's see, day 6 and day 10, and this day 8 are all total bodies. So if you're liking these, you can go back with that. All right, here we go. We're gonna slide back again in that deadlift. You don't have to slide, you can kickstand it. Woo, and up. Good. This is tough. Good job. You're gonna hear me get quiet as I focus. Oh. People are like, how do you talk through all that cardio? So that's easier. It's harder to speak through things like this where you're really protecting your lower back. You have to draw that stomach in, embrace, find your glute. There's a lot going on to make this one happen. Good, let's switch legs. Felt myself kind of reaching. I don't know if I was on that one, so make sure those shoulders are down and back. I might be a little ambitious with this weight. Good. That's it. Flat back. Don't reach with the weights. Don't reach. Keep the shoulders back. Bend that knee to go deeper, but don't reach. And hinge over. You gotta push the hips back. Push those hips back. Bend the knee. I almost like to push back a little bit, get that hinge a little bit further, and then start to bend. That way I know my shoulders are already in that position over my knee as I lower and come up. Good, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Oh, great job. All right, squat with pause. Whew. We'll see if I can handle this. All right, so again, however you want to hold your weights. Here, just kind of takes the pressure off the core a little bit. So I like it that way if I'm feeling a little tired. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Let's squat it out. I'll go this way. Squat out, hold it. 1, 2, then stand. Back down. 2, 2, and stand. We're not going to stop at the top. If we can, stand, down. 1, 2, stand and down. 1, 2, stand. Good. Come on. 20 seconds to go. Stand with me. Repeat. 1, 2, stand, hold, 2, stand. Good, come on. Hold, 2, stand, and we're down. Hold, 2, stand. Woo! That's time. Great job. Great job. We have that L raise. Mixing it up. We do a lot of rows, a lot of pullovers. All right, so a little different today. I know you're like, oh, so used to heavier weights, and you've got me with 5s or 3s or nothing at all. But those are sometimes the ones we need to do more often. Here we go. Pull up here, 90 degrees with the arm. Rotate, keeping those elbows up and out. Back down, reset, good. Squeeze up, rotate back. That's it, good job, good control. There's no swinging in this. If you swing with this light weight, or you start throwing your body into it, you are not gonna gain anything here. You're gonna override that weight. Other muscles are gonna do are gonna work for you here. And then next thing you know, you have momentum helping you, and just not gonna help. Slow it down. This is slow and controlled. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the way I work. Good, rest, all right. Good job. Here we go with that push-up. I believe that's 3 rounds. These 40-minute ones, these 43, they just go too fast. Now we have one more circuit after this, so let's get down here for that push-up. Some sort of push-up for me. We're always practicing our push-ups. Here we go. We're gonna tuck or tap, whatever you can do here. You might do left, right, then push-up. If you have to do the kneeling push-up. Good. Always practicing push-ups. I get people who can go up and up on that dumbbell chest press, and then they get to a push-up and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't do a push-up. What is wrong? I feel so strong. So much core in this, right? So many other muscles involved than when you're laying on your back and doing a good old chest press, which I love, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta practice these. They go away. They go away. It's just like your pull-ups. Although pull-ups have never gotten very comfortable, but you have to keep practicing. 3, 2, and 1, and stay consistent with them. That's a wrap on that. 1 minute's rest. Let's take a sip of water. We'll talk about our next 4 exercises, which we'll do just 2 sets. Now, I've been trying to keep these workouts. Let me know again. I always take a poll. 40 to 43 minutes. I think I should do this on Instagram and take a poll. 40 to 43 minutes. If you want more, let me know. I'm happy to do more. I had this one at 50, and I decided because we're doing a low impact steady state that we'll up that one tomorrow. We're on day 9, and we'll just keep this a little bit shorter. All right, standing bicep curls. We need some weight for that. All right, just standing bicep curls. That's what we're doing, nice and basic here. Then we're gonna go, it's gonna get less basic. We're gonna punch. We're gonna do a plank with a punch out. You may not need weight at all in this one. You may just need to work your high plank today and do some taps. I'll give you some options, all right? All right, we didn't go through all these workouts or exercises, but let's go ahead and give it a curl. And I'm gonna do a rotational up and down, okay? So it almost starts out hammer and then to this underhand grip here, okay? Curl, there you go. Nice work, good control. I'm just moving my forearms, all right? I know my biceps are going, but I'm not swinging my arm and not lifting the arms up to get up here. If you're doing that, the weight is too much. 30 seconds is all I put on this because I figure we're tiring out, so that's rest. This one's a toughie. Again, this is what it looks like. We're gonna go punch, right arm, punch, left. We're gonna do a lateral arm raise, and then a lateral arm raise. You can do this without weight, okay? If it's too much, practice one of them, maybe just going out to the side lifting. Maybe you go ahead and just tap out here, okay? Let's go. Punch. So some of us are just learning our plank. So let's do a high plank on your hands, just practicing that. Get that first before you attempt to do all this. Maybe you work on just lifting your hands here in this high plank. That would be a good start before we're reaching out away from the body. So you modify, figure it out there, hang out. Don't be afraid to be at the start and modify. You gotta start from the base up or you're gonna get hurt. All right, we're gonna do a kneeling overhead extension here for triceps. We're just gonna kneel, fire up the glutes here, draw the stomach in, balance a little bit, elbows in place, grabbing the heads of the dumbbell here, and we're extending. Again, keeping those elbows in place. I'm not moving my arm, okay? That forearm is going from the elbow out to the hands. Good, really extend. Now, protect yourself. Draw that stomach in, squeeze those glutes. Maybe activate your thighs a little bit here. I should not be able to push you over, okay? I want you always thinking about that. I should not be able to do that. Should not be wobbly and loose during these. All right, we have a half kneeling. Ooh, I did not pick a weight that I guess I'll try the 15. We're gonna let's bring our right knee up. All right, let me show you. You can use a lighter weight and grab the heads here. And we're gonna just rotationally chop over that knee up, and you can do a little twist as long as your doctor says twisting is okay. We're gonna twist with that weight over the knee. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier and pull down. Again, we're trying, even though we're rotating here. I want you to really squeeze those glutes, brace through this movement, get as tight as you can, even though we have this rotation. Great job. Other side, left leg up. So if you're holding a heavier dumbbell like me, that right hand is on the top, Or come across that knee. Don't hit the knee. I've made that mistake. No. And rotate. Good. Squeeze. Otherwise, you're gonna wobble all over the place here. You gotta really squeeze your thighs, your glutes. Draw that stomach in. Remember, we're resetting at the top and then we're chopping down. It's not much of a swing when you're in this position. It's a lot of control. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good job. All right, standing curls, bicep curls. We're back at the top here. There's only 2 sets. If you want to do more, rewind, hit play, and go again. Here we go. Palms in to palms underhand. Here you go. Curl. Keep those elbows. I kind of hug them at my side so they don't go anywhere. They stay put. So I know that I'm not lifting my arms. Sometimes we don't even know it. All right, a lot of this actually. We get tired and the body is good at cheating ourselves. And we'll find ways to make something easier to conserve energy. It's smart. 3, 2, and 1. You don't even have to think about it. We'll just do it for you. All right, we have those planks. Some sort of plank for me. Maybe it's a row with just your hands, getting used to lifting a hand off. And you could spread your feet a little bit wider on this. 3, 2, and 1. Punch out front. Punch out front. Lateral arm raise. Lateral arm raise. Boy, I tell you, on this one, we have that. This is why we went through what we did with the dead bug and the drawing in and the bracing. We've got to be there. We've got to pull in for that stomach. We've got to find our brace across that little gurgle or transverse abdominis. We have to be working really hard here. Squeeze your glutes. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Awesome. Good job. Overhead extension here. Now, if you have lighter weights, I have a 15. It's a little bit heavier here. If you have lighter, you could take your 2 dumbbells here and squeeze them together for a little bit more weight. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Overhead extension. Squeeze your glutes. Draw that stomach in. Everything we were doing in the plank, we're doing here as we keep that weight overhead at our knees. Even call on those glutes here. Nice and strong. Good job. That's it. Extend and squeeze. Woo! Extend and squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice work. All right, chops. Woo. I'm gonna try this weight again. Remember, use a smaller weight. You can hold it by the heads here and swing it down and up across the body, okay? 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Nice and strong through the core here. Nice and stable. Yes, we're rotating, but that doesn't mean we're loose. Good, that's it. Lightweight here, maybe just hands. Sometimes we just start out chopping, just learning to rotate and draw that stomach. Sometimes you can feel the activation of your core more with less weight because you can actually think and focus there, right? Versus having too much weight. 3, 2, and 1. Less is more a lot of times if we're trying to feel those muscles of the core. Good. Now, I'm bringing it up slow and I'm chopping it down. It's not a big hard swing over my knee because I'm trying to stabilize on this one knee. One leg is half kneeling position. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, I believe that's it. Man, that went quick. Quicker than any of these this week. No. Grab a sip of water. We'll cool down. We'll stretch a little. Now let me know. Some of you are new to the channel. Okay, let's inhale up to the front, up through your nose. Exhale out your mouth with a nice rainbow, okay? Into the top. Oh, ghost. Ghost, did you see that? Just kidding. Up and out. Nice work. Up to the front. Inhale through the nose and out. So some of you have been with me for a while. Some of you train in the gym with me and do my videos. Let me know if this is just what you need or if our 2 sets or 3 sets or 2 are just not enough.
You can always go back and repeat this one more time through, all the way through. One set of everything. I love doing that. Just kind of hitting it all after we've done it, seeing how you feel. It's a good challenge on the body. After all these muscles are tired, just watch your form, okay? Woo, good work. Man, let's just go ahead and stretch out. Let's go arm overhead. That feels good. And reach. Just a few for me. Feeling a little tight. Nice work. Great job. Let's reach behind, interlace, let that chest come out, shoulders back. If you have trouble doing this, if you cannot get your fingers to interlace, this is your homework. My clients do not like homework. I love to give homework. So make sure that you do your homework. Now, make sure that you practice this, that you work on it. You can do some foam rolling up here in the chest in some areas, maybe under your armpits, into your lats. To help, but let's work on that. If you have any questions, let me know. And then we're gonna wrap around here if you can. If not, stay where you are. I'm feeling tight here today. I'm a little sore, so I'm feeling this. Not as loose as I normally feel. Good, come up nice and gentle. Oh, goodness gracious, that feels good. Let's go with our right leg over our left here. Let's push our hips to the right and just slide down left here. Nice and easy, not too far. You wanna have your balance, you wanna be able to breathe. We're gonna work our way to the floor, so hang out with me here. Oh, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Not a lot of cardio, just good strength, but a lot of core. A lot of core, hitting core, not your crunches. So you're gonna bring your left foot over your right now. Let those hips flare left, slide right. Not your cardio blast, but a good strength. So go out, get moving. It doesn't have to be crazy. Last night after dinner, I was itching to get moving. I hadn't been out for a while, so it was breezy. I got on my daughter's bike, who's now taller than me, and I just rode around the neighborhood once. It's like 4 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, 20 minutes, whatever it was. It was just casual, fun, felt good. Just move like that, okay? You're not gonna go out if you think it has to be hard, but go out and enjoy it. Walk, do something, just move, that's all I'm asking. Let's do a quad stretch here as well. We're gonna grab that right ankle, stand tall, knees together. Sometimes you can work on balance as well here, reach high. So try not to lean. I want you to kind of tuck the hips, find your neutral or a little arch in the back, but don't bend and stick your chest out, okay? So you can feel the stretch here. If it's too hard to balance today, the thing that I'll show you that you can always do is lay down with those knees in front, grab that right top leg here and give it a stretch. All right, so if you need to find the floor, find the floor. Let's switch to that left leg now. Grab the ankle, don't let the knees come out here. All right, keep them close together, stand tall, kind of tuck that pelvis just a bit, and you start to feel that stretch down the front of the quad. Good. Breathe. Again, you don't have to stand here and balance. You can hold on to the wall. Nice work. I said we were going to the floor, didn't I? Oh boy, we better get there. Let's go ahead and come down. I'm going to have you reach up, look towards the ceiling. Oh, I had another one I want to do. Let's lace it all the way through here, or thread it all the way through, as they say. Good. Push that top hand in, bottom arm in. Breathe. Woo! Gently come out of that. I feel something I need to work on. Look up, thread through the other way. Oh, we're gonna run out of time. I'll take you through this other exercise that my yoga instructor gave me. Good, press both arms in, reach out in front. Nice work, gently come out of that. All right, nice work. That's just a little bit over 40 minutes. Again, comment if there's a certain time you want to see. Maybe this isn't long enough for you. Maybe it's perfect. I'll try to add variety and also make the longer ones, give you a way to bring it down for those who are short on time. But if you're looking for longer ones, let me know. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I look forward to seeing you on day 9. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you back for low impact, steady state. Again, we are going to move for a while. We might bring up that time a little bit more. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.